Hello, Earth signs, and welcome to your reading. My name is Alyssa. This is my channel of New Direction, and this is a reading for January 17th to February 16th for the Earth sign zodiacs. So that is your Taurus, your Virgos, and your Capricorns. In the description box, you will each find your own individual time-stamped reading, so you can head there. But I do want to just take your attention here for a moment. So when I started this, when I went looking yesterday, I hadn't done zodiac readings in a while, and I was really feeling called yesterday to do some zodiac readings. So I answered that call. But I went to go and look for a spread, and I can't even say that I always go looking for spreads, but yesterday I did, and I opened my book, The Tarot Bible. By Sarah Bartlett, and mine got rained on, okay, through the summer. So it's in a bit of in tough shape, but it still works. And when I opened it, it opened to this spread, which is Outer Attitude, Inner Truth. And I read it, and obviously this is a spread we're doing, but I just wanted to read you this. This spread reveals your inner truth and the facade that is on show to the world. The latter may not necessarily be in accord with your deeper feelings to intentions. Why not? Sometimes we fear if we do what we really want, deep down inside, we won't be loved. So maybe it is time to be more honest about what you want and be prepared to stand up for yourself. So I read that and I was like, oh my gosh, yes, that's totally what these readings are. So that's my spiel. That's my spiel on what's happening. Okay, so I am starting with Taurus. So Virgos and Capricorns, head to your description box or head to the description box, and I will meet you at your readings. Taurus, welcome. Let's get into this. So we are going to start with some oracle messages, and these are the truth that the universe wants you to keep in mind over these next few weeks. Keep in mind that readings time is fluent. So don't think that, this energy has to happen within a 2-week period. Or if you find this, even if you find this reading at a later date and you watch it and the message is resonating, that message was meant to find you when it found you. So have faith within that. All right, so let's see. Spirit animal guides. We have, that's interesting that one came out, because that literally just came out. Wow, Taurus. That came out for the Pisces reading as well. That's funny because I went and flipped it and then I was like, no. But I feel very strongly, yes, act as if, chameleon spirit. Act as if. And that energy is very much acting as if what you are wanting for, the changes in that you are looking to bring into your life, act as if they are already within your space, Taurus. Beautiful energy. All right, so the angels and the ancestors. What message of truth do you have here for Taurus? Sun, moon, rising, Venus, wherever. What energy here? Energy of... Wow, we have Lady. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. Wow. And this is the energy of actually enjoying the growth that you are doing, being appreciative of the growth, being appreciative of even the harvest for what you have planted. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. And the archangels here, let's see what truth they have. Clear sentence. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Taurus, those are some pretty powerful oracle messages there. Okay, so we are going to use the energy oracle deck here. And I'm going to shuffle a couple times, and I'm going to split the deck, pull the cards, and then we will clarify with the Light Seers Tarot. Let's get one more shuffle here. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Split the deck. All right, so the inner truth here, Taurus, about what you want. The inner truth here about what the Taurus wants. Inner truth here for what Taurus wants. Moving away from deceit. Yes, outer attitude towards this achievement. We have a door to personal healing and happiness and the angel of love. That's beautiful. Inner truth to what you need, Taurus. This one. Angel of balance. Wow. Outer attitude towards that. Financial constraints. Inner truth of your feelings. We have a woman holding a heart. And the seventh chakra is the outer attitude towards that. And the inner truth, the future inner truth to be revealed here is adjacent possibilities. We have envy, the sun, blossoming abundance on the bottom of the deck here with the second chakra, the fifth chakra, walking away. Wow, look at all those chakras. You know, for some of you, you could be feeling, Taurus, in this place of envy where you're kind of like looking out at from your place at the energy of a golden city. Maybe for some of you, you're looking out at somebody else's happiness. Maybe you're even just looking at the happiness and the fulfillment that you want to see within your life here. And you're envious that that is not yet within your hands, right? The blossoming abundance behind that sun card, to me, it's the energy of, for the underlying here, it is the energy of being envious of other people's fortunes, maybe being envious of other people's blessings, of other people's abundance. So the inner truth here for what you want, we have deceit. Obviously, nobody wants deceit, but this is, to me, the energy of wanting to overcome that low vibration energy. And deceit, to me, in this energy oracle deck is the energy of the devil. Inner truth here. What is the inner truth for what Taurus wants? We have the Nine of Pentacles, self-fulfillment. The inner truth for Spirit. The King of Pentacles, which is your own masculine energy. The Nine of Wands and the Fool. Wow. Isn't that interesting that the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands both made their way out here? The King of Pentacles, this is your divine masculine energy. Okay, this is really the energy in which, and I often feel that this King of Pentacles is such a Taurus energy because it is somebody who is going to take the tangible steps needed here. Somebody who is going to actually make the action steps required to walk in the direction in which they want to walk. You know, the Nine of Pentacles here, this is about self-fulfillment. It's about really finding your own fulfillment within inside of self, you know, your own joy, your own, you know, and it can even be finding your own fortune, right? Making your own way. With the Nine of Wands and the Fool. For some of you, I feel like some of this low vibration deception energy is where you're doing it all on your own. You know, the Nine of Wands energy here can be the energy of overcoming a lot of tough cycles. You know, it can even be the energy of exhaustion, but it is the energy of acknowledging the places in which you have come from. It's acknowledging the growth in which you have done. You know, and I feel that for what, you know, there's this, especially with the Fool energy here, this is the leap of faith. Okay, this is the new beginning. I feel like you've worked really hard, Taurus, at this on your own for a while. Maybe for some of you, this is the energy of feeling like you're always going to have to be working at it on your own. Maybe for some of you, it's even that low vibration that, let's get a clarifier for this Fool. What's this new beginning here? New beginning here for the Taurus. Page of Pentacles. There is some sort of new tangible beginning here. Look at that, Ten of Wands. Wow, Page of Pentacles and Ten of Wands. You know, this leap of faith, it's about making a new tangible change here. It's about starting a new cycle, but it's about releasing yourself from the burdens of the past, you know, and that's that low vibration devil energy shit. you know, and these are burdens that you've really carried around with yourself. And this Fool energy is about taking the leap of faith. This Fool energy, as far as what you want, is about really opening yourself up to new opportunities, to new cycles, to new beginnings, releasing yourself from the past and embracing the opportunity here of the future. Can we see what this King of Pentacles is doing? Temperance. King of Pentacles is in this energy of patience. Yeah, because, you know, that energy, that King of Pentacles, I mean, he's not about to go out and just make rash decisions, okay? A King of Pentacles is going to be somebody who really thinks about things, puts a lot of planning into this. But see, this Temperance energy is about balance. It's about finding balance between inner knowing and the actions of our lives. It's about, you know, that's the kind of process and the cycle that the King of Pentacles energy here is using. It is about finding the balance, but there is this energy of wanting to start anew. And look at this. The outer attitude here is a door to personal healing and happiness and the angel of love. And I feel like this is what, you know, the world is seeing right now, is that you are coming through this healing. You are coming into this new place of happiness. You're opening yourself up to the healing and to the love, you know? Maybe for some of you, it's been where you have been on your own for a while. You've been doing, you've been working through your own challenges. You've been working through your own cycles, you know, and here you are, the Fool, opening yourself up, beginning new beginnings, releasing yourself from the burdens of the past. And that outward influence here is the door to personal healing and happiness, the angel of love. Yeah, Five of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and the Hierophant, which is your own energy here. You see, I feel like, you know, Taurus, you were in this. Look at this. Again, things were tough, okay? Things haven't been necessarily very easy. And Tauruses they love stability, okay? They love new job opportunities. They love growth. And to me, this energy here is where you were struggling to overcome that kind of lonely energy. For some, it can be really where people shortchanged you. You got the Seven of Swords here. And this is the energy of people even sometimes trespassing against you, but just people doing you wrong. For some of it, it can be even where you've been hiding in the shadows of your truth, of your light, of embracing even your own inner light, knowing what you needed here. Okay. Seven of Swords. Can you clarify the Seven of Swords? The Seven of Swords. Wow, the Seven of Swords got the Queen of the Wands, the Death and Rebirth, and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, see, this is what came through this dark night of the soul, was your own authenticity. It was where you had to rebirth yourself to find your own worth, you know, and where you had to kind of go through this dark night of soul, the Seven of Swords. You had to really discover what was in the shadows, what was in the darkness, to appreciate your own inner light, to really open yourself up to the powers of who you are, even to find your own worth. You had to be reborn here. There was a need to be reborn within this authenticity, within this Queen of Wands energy of self. Wow. All right, let's pull some moon cards here. Moon card for the inner truth of what you want. A time for healing, absolutely. And a moon card here for the outer attitude towards this inner truth. Expect a powerful change, a time to release negativity, and prosperity lies ahead. Well, those are some beautiful messages. A time for healing, expect powerful change. It's a time to release negativity, and prosperity lies ahead. There is tangible change here, Tauruses. You are working. You are growing towards something here. I love it. Act as if. Remember, act as if you're already in here. So the inner truth of what you need was the angel of balance. For some of you, this can definitely be discussing where you need to have the balance within inside of self. And it's also talking, the angel of balance is also talking a lot about our faith. You know, and I love these pyramids because these pyramids aren't just going to blow over, you know, the wind, a hard wind is not going to blow over a pyramid, right? And here I find this angel of balance is often talking about that foundation, that solidness, in balance, in faith, you know. what you need. For some of you, it can be really what you need is to find that strength, with that faith within, even that balance within faith, right? We had the World come out, and that's the ending of cycles. You see, Taurus, there has been cycles that you have completed. You have done a lot of growth. And the good and the bad goes into these cycles, okay? There's these circles and these cycles are never all just good or never all just bad. There is good and bad that go into both of these. But it's acknowledging that the cycle needed to be what it was in order for you to come to the place in which you're at. And that's the Angel of Balance. The Angel of Balance has faith that, okay, maybe things weren't easy, but that... it was all part of some sort of, justice. It was also part of some sort of plan, and that's not to say that things are written out in stone by any means, or that our destiny is by any means written in stone. No, but it means that, it means that the higher was guiding, the higher was, there is that, the higher was, moving you into the place in which you needed to be for the moment, if that makes any sense. We have the World and the Justice here. Cycles were completed, but it did bring balance. It did bring some sort of balance and restoration to this situation. The World gets the Lovers. Wow. And Justice gets the Star. For some of you, this can be where love and relationships have come to an end, and the truth here, for the inner truth of what you need, is to have faith that, okay, that relationship has served its time. The justice here, and the liberating yourself, is to have faith that, this isn't the only love that is for you. We can't think that, oh, we've had this miraculous love and that's it. That's all we're going to get. No, you see, to me, there was some sort of cycle that completed with this Lovers here. And the faith, the liberation here, is trusting that, you had to embrace your own power here within this. You had to embrace your own authenticity. And it was having the faith to embrace this authenticity that liberated yourself. And as you liberated yourself, you connected yourself to a higher. You connected yourself to the divine. And those hopes and those prayers, that is where this Angel of Balance comes in. That's where that truth, that's where that faith comes in, right? Let's clarify this star. Let's get a clarifier for the star. The Star gets the Chariot. Yeah, see? Because for some of you, I think you knew that you had to move away from this Lovers kind of energy, because you acknowledged that that cycle was already completed. In order to embrace your authenticity, that cycle couldn't be what it was, because you weren't able to embrace your authenticity, I believe, within this cycle. And for some of you, it's even where you've maybe that relationship, it's not that relationship has come to an end, but the cycles within that relationship, how you were going about your energy within that relationship, that has come to an end. Because there is this embracing of authenticity. There is this liberating of self. There is this movement in this Chariot. The Star here was clarified by the Chariot. So the hopes and the desires are that you are moving your Chariot. You're aligning yourself here into a direction of forward movement. Now, this came out for the outer attitude, the financial constraints. So for some of you, maybe you had to, for some of you, this relationship that fell apart, maybe it did cause a little bit of financial constraints. Maybe things did get a little bit tight. Maybe for some of you, there is even that underlying fear right now. The Hanged Man clarifies that. With the Hermit in reverse and the Emperor. Wow, interesting. You see, this financial constraint, I feel, was what was on the surface level. It was that, maybe it was financial constraints that set this whole cycle to be completed. Maybe that's what set it in motion to begin with. But you see, this Hanged Man energy, this is about having faith. This is about putting yourself in the position of least resistance. Allowing the change to be what needs to be. You have the Hermit in reverse here. You see, and this is about the energy of really needing to find the inner light, needing to find your own stability, especially here with the Emperor on the end. It's about, again, for some of you, maybe that Hermit energy was, your inner light was really conflicting here. It was really challenging for you to find. Why is the Hermit in reverse here? Clarify this Hermit in reverse. Yeah, see? Hermit in reverse. It was hard for you to see the light of self here because you were stuck looking at cups that got spilt. Oops, sorry. Okay, it was hard for you to find the cup of opportunity here. Maybe financial constraints just got so tight you surrendered. You know, you knew that this is what you were doing, and yet the cup of opportunity, the light, the grace here that was being offered to you, you weren't paying attention to because you were just focused on the spilt cups. Emperor, clarify the Emperor. The Emperor. See, and I do know that that's kind of what I was feeling. Like it's like, you know, Taurus, that there is happiness coming. There is this fulfillment, you know, there is this energy of all of the joy and the happiness that, you know, that you want here. And this Emperor energy is being really real with it. All right. So the inner truth of your feelings. Lil, I'm just going to finish this reading, and then when I'm done this one, we'll do lunch. Okay? So the feelings here for the feelings of, the inner truth of your feelings here was a woman holding a heart. So for some of you, this can be, this can be your divine feminine energy in which, you know, you're ready. You are ready to put your heart out there. You are ready to show the world the real you. For others, it can be, where your mind is even maybe is on a divine feminine, you know, you are thinking about this divine feminine. The Tower and the Six of Wands came. Let's clarify this Tower, because the Tower is about structures that aren't going to serve us. Okay, the Towers are structures that are tested by the Tower gets the Ace of Wands. Wow, the Ace of Pentacles. Sorry. See, this Tower needs to come down. Whatever this is, whatever this Tower moment was, there was a new beginning that happened from it. Okay? That Tower moment really set you into liberating yourself here. Maybe it was the breakdown in this relationship. But that Tower opened you up to new opportunities, to new beginnings. Yeah, see, Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups, and the Three of Swords. Wow, you have grown here, Taurus. And it hasn't been an easy process. You know, for some of you, this Tower might even be in an energy in which you're still needing to do. Maybe for some of you, it's a relationship in which you're still needing to end so that you can begin this new beginning. But this Six of Wands energy, this self-liberation, well, you have the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is like, this is movement, especially when they come out one after the other like this. This is about acknowledging the cups before you and then leaving the cups that are broken and shattered, the ones that aren't going to serve you. You see, leaving the heartbreak behind. This Three of Swords energy. It is about liberating yourself, Taurus, here. It is about moving yourself into a more positive energy. I totally forgot to pull moon cards. Oh, I do that all the time. Okay, let's get a moon card, though, for this inner truth of your feelings. Work through your fears. That's a big one. And you see, and especially when that divine feminine is holding her heart here. Okay, because I do feel like that energy is where you are coming forward with this vulnerability. You're ready to show your heart. And yes, okay, maybe it's been wounded in the past, but that structure of the past had to come down. That wound, that relationship, whatever that looked like, it needed to come apart because it wasn't going to serve you. It wasn't going to stand the test of time. I'm sorry. All right, let's get the inner truth here, though, for what you need. Can we get a moon card here for the inner truth? Oh, wow. Nothing is yet set in stone. Absolutely. See, and that's where these cycles have been completed. And now you're moving, you know, this is the energy of you taking the reins of your chariot and moving in the direction in which you want to go, Taurus. What is the outer attitude here towards those inner needs? Bring love into the situation, Taurus. Wow. And that includes love for self. Okay? That includes love for self. Do not hold yourself or beat yourself up or think that you are unworthy. Bring love into the situation, especially yourself. Now, let's go back here. So your inner feelings here, we're working through them. Okay, the inner truth of your feelings is that we're working through them. Working through this Tower moment, allowing the structures that aren't going to serve you to crumble. They're not going to serve you, right? And here, the outer attitude was the crown chakra. This is your faith. Again, Taurus, I know that I feel very strongly that for a lot of you, you are finding this faith, finding this connection to the divine. It's interesting because I found that in a lot of, Ten of Pentacles. You know your happiness is coming. You know, look at that, Wheel of Fortune and Page of Wands. You know that you have made these shifts within inside your soul, okay? And I feel that. I feel that you are moving yourself in the direction of change. You know, this Ten of Pentacles, we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is about this new beginning that you are. This is the new soul. This is the new being that you have become. You've gone through the work, you've done the changes, and now you're setting yourself in a new cycle. You're beginning new phases, new cycles, new directions here, okay? The Wheel of Fortune in front of that, because that's what shifted here. You see, it's this faith in the divine. It's the faith in the divine that what is for you is coming for you. Ten of Pentacles. Can you clarify that Ten of Pentacles for me? Ten of Pentacles gets the Four of Wands. Wow. For some of you, it is just this faith that you know there is true happiness. There is this karmic, it's almost, I don't, like that's going to be different for you all on all different levels, but I feel like it's, you know that this happiness is for you. And I mean, that happiness is for everybody, right? Like, nobody in this world is meant just to be on their own. Excuse me. Wheel of Fortune. Clarify this Wheel of Fortune for me, please, Spirit. The Wheel of Fortune gets the Page of Wands. Wow. You know, this is a new beginning. And for some of you, you know, you can be even in this kind of beginning stage where you're still in like the observatory stage, right? You've got the Page of Swords, though, and the Page of Wands. Maybe for some of you, somebody's watching you. There could be a stalker who's paying attention, who's watching you here. Maybe somebody in some sort of relationship. And as you stand up and really do this healing for yourself, you know, somebody's watching. But you're... Page of Swords got the Ten of Swords. Yeah, see, it's about embracing this new opportunity. You're walking in a new direction here, Taurus. You're letting go, leaving behind those limiting beliefs of the past here. Page of Wands. Clarify this Page of Wands for me, please, Spirit. Can you clarify this Page of Wands? Page of Wands gets the King of Wands. Yeah, because you're getting solid. You're getting real with yourself here, okay? There's no fooling around here. You know who you are. You know what you want. You're ready to embrace this next level of self, this next level of authenticity, okay? You're ready to embrace this journey as your authentic being. Show the world the real you is what came out. No kidding. Yeah, you're totally ready to embrace this next journey as your own authentic being. Show the world the real you. Crazy powerful energy. So the inner truth here to be revealed, the future inner truth here to be revealed was adjacent possibilities. You know, and that's where the doorways before you, there's many of them. The options are kind of like still endless. Yeah, look at that. Positive change, Eight of Wands. Six of Pentacles. And the Queen of Swords. Wow. You know, this is where you are choosing the inner truth here for this future, is where you're choosing happiness. You're choosing the positivity. I feel like you're getting crystal clear, even in the directions, the doors in which you want to walk through. You know, there are lots of options before you. There's a lot of positive change before you. But this is about choosing and being crystal clear on the direction in which you want to go, on the energy exchange in which you're wanting to even contribute. Let's get a clarifier for the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles gets the Moon. Yeah, see, and this is the faith. You know, the Six of Pentacles energy to me is very much law of attraction. You know, what you put out is what you get back in. And see, to me, this is where you're connecting, you're surrendering yourself. With the Moon energy here, this is about surrendering to the divine. You know, having the faith. And when you put that faith out that the good things are for you, that is what you will get back in, right? Eight of Wands. Clarify this Eight of Wands for me. Eight of Wands could see Ace of Wands. Yeah, see, there is new beginnings. This doorway, all of these adjacent possibilities here, there are new beginnings for you, new opportunities here, things that are really going to spark your fire, things, passion projects, whether it's love or it's new work, new job opportunities, whatever it is, right? But there is something here that is going to spark this. And I feel that it's your positive energy putting that, acting as if it's already here, right? That chameleon spirit, acting as if. And you're crystal clear with that Queen of Swords, crystal clear, High Priestess. Yeah, like you're listening here, Taurus, to your intuition. You're finding that guidance. You're so crystal clear on the direction in which you want to go. You know, and it's not even, you're crystal clear on it, but you have the faith in it because the High Priestess was here to clarify that Queen of Swords. And that's the energy of just being so solid in your faith. Okay? Trusting, knowing, you already know it's coming. It's, you know, it's about being crystal clear on the direction in which you want to go, but then acknowledging that you already feel within your soul it is yours. The new beginnings are yours. Now remember, it's not about people, okay? It's about energy. And if you're holding certain people to the energy that you are wanting, that's where we mess up. Okay? That's where we throw ourselves off. Because if you're focusing on a person rather than the energy, you might just get that person. And that person might not be the energy in which you are wanting. And I feel like you're crystal clear on this. You've looked at all the doors. I mean, there's so many doors here. It doesn't mean you don't have to go through them all. You can just pop your head in and look and see which opportunities or which doorway is going to serve you. But it's surrendering here. See, it's surrendering to the divine, to the energy. Yeah, very much so. This moon here with this Six of Pentacles. It's about putting the energies that you want to receive out there and then allowing the moon to bring them back in. You don't need to know what they are coming or looking like coming back in. You just have to have the faith that what you put out is what you're going to get back in. Right? And that Queen of Swords, she's so crystal clear. She understands that it is about the energies. This High Priestess energy isn't worried. Like, she's not. Okay? She's cool. She's solid. She has faith. All right, let's get a moon card here for emotions are running high. Emotions are running high for this future inner truth. A fiery climax approaches, and you and your loved ones are safe. And confidence is your key to success is on the bottom of that. Emotions are running high, a fiery climax approaches, and you or your loved ones are safe. For some of you, this could be where you're embracing even walking out of relationships into something new. Okay, for some of you, it's where you're going to have to stand in your own power. You're going to have to stand and you know, in the energy in which you want to go forward here. Cycles have to end. Emotions are running high, a fiery climax approaches, and you and your loved ones are safe. Wow. Well, Taurus, this was a beautiful reading. I very much enjoyed it yet again. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Or if you have a comment, I would love to hear your comments. I do enjoy comments. Until next time, take great care of your soul. Bye now, guys. Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your reading. All right, let's get into this. So we are going to start by pulling some oracle messages here on the truth that spirit, angels, ancestors want you to keep in mind for this next 2-week period or for the duration here. What truth, spirit, do you want Virgo's sun, moon, rising? What truth do you want them to hold? Truth for the Virgos here. Spirit, what message of truth do you want Virgos to know? Sun, moon, rising, Virgo. Truth for the Virgo here. Wow, learn from the past. The elephant spirit. What a beautiful energy to have. You know, elephant spirit here, this is about you know, we learn from the past. Elephants don't forget, you know, and this energy can be the energy in which we've learned from our mistakes. We've even maybe learned from our ancestors, from maybe people who have come before us here. But this elephant spirit of learning from the past. We learn from the past. Wow, what a beautiful energy. All right, angels and ancestors. This is for Virgo, sun, moon, rising, Venus, cross watchers. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Virgo, sun, moon, rising. Ooh, that was a lot. Oh boy, we'll take them. All right, so we have protection guardian, drop your shields. Wow, the moon, take note of intuitive messages. And the Shalom master, be graceful in movement and action. You know, these energies here, so beautiful, especially for a truth that, you know, the spirits or spirit is guiding you to a truth that spirit is guiding you to remember is drop your shields. And this is the energy of, you know, dropping the barriers. Yes, having boundaries, but dropping the barriers, dropping the shields of fear, right? Take note of intuitive messages. That's very guided. And then be graceful in movement and action, the Shalom master. Wow. All right, and archangels, what message here from the archangels? Holy. All right, Virgo, you guys have a lot to, angels have a lot to tell you guys today, don't we? We have breathed. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy. All of a sudden, I have not had this all day, and all of a sudden I've got a cough and I've got stuff stuck in my throat here. We have courage, be courageous, stand up for your beliefs. And we have spiritual understanding. I am bringing you astrologic information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truth. Breathe, courage, and spiritual understanding. Isn't that interesting that there's like breathe, courage, spiritual understanding, drop your shields, take intuitive note, and be graceful in movement and action. And learn from the past here. Virgos, those are some powerful truths here to have here. Wow. All right, so let's get into the rest of your reading. Can you just go nicely there? Thank you. All right, so we are going to use the Energy Oracle deck here. This is for Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm going to shuffle, split the deck, pull the cards, and then we will clarify each of the energies pulled with the Light Seers Tarot as well. One more shuffle here. All right, let's split the deck here. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Virgo, inner truth here about what you want. Wow, we have a broken heart. And the broken heart in reverse. The outer attitude towards what you need was the yin and the yang, absolutely, following the inner knowing. Inner truth about what you need here, Virgo. What is the inner truth here about what Virgos need? Wow, door to romance and the heart chakra. Isn't that interesting? Outer attitude towards that need. Wow, it's the sixth chakra. Inner truth of your feelings, Virgo. Anxiety. Outer truth. Garden in the gate. Wow. And the inner truth, the future inner truth to be revealed. We have indecision. All right. On the bottom of the deck, we have deceit, door to value, angel of balance, all tied up. Wow. For some of you, you can be dealing with some very low vibration energies right now. Maybe that has to do with your workplace. Maybe it has to do with your finances. There's some sort of faith that is being called on you. So maybe that has to do again with you taking a leap of faith towards some sort of work balance here. Some sort of balance to do with your financial prosperity. I do not know where this phlegm in my throat has come from. Maybe for some of you it's a blocked throat chakra. Okay, so we have right here inner truth about what you want. Brokenheartedness in reverse. To me, that is healing. That is coming from brokenheartedness. We have the moon and we have the Queen of Swords. Yep. You know, oh wow, we have the Eight of Wands in there too. I didn't even see the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands, the moon, and the Queen of Swords. This is the energy of healing. Okay, this is the energy of positive change. You know, for as far as inner truth of what we want. This Eight of Wands is about positive influence, positive change, positive energies coming in. The moon energy here is about surrendering, even within the darkness, even to the fears, even to the things we cannot see. This woman here, she's just surrendering, right? Like she's falling into peace. She's falling into the moonlight. And then this Queen of Swords energy is being about crystal clear. You know, this is about being assertive, being clear on the direction in which you are moving. The Queen of Swords energy is very intuitive. Like she's a very intuitive queen, very higher thinking for sure, but she's definitely very clear on the direction in which she's moving. You see, the inner truth that I feel here for what you want is the clarity. And it's almost like the healing. It's almost like the faith. It's almost like the forward movement here for this broken-hearted energy. Let's get a clarifier here for the Eight of Wands. Can you clarify this Eight of Wands for us, Spirit? The Eight of Wands gets the Three of Cups. Yeah, wow. For some of you, there could be some sort of new love opportunities come in here. For some of you, it can be even maybe where there's a relationship of some kind. Maybe for some of you, there could be some third-party situation. And that's only going to fit for a few of you. But this Tower moment with this Four of Pentacles is where you are embracing your own strength. You are embracing your own truth, your own worth. For some of you, it can even be where you're walking away from some sort of relationship. It doesn't need to be romantic. It can be friendships. It can be family. It can be, maybe soul tribes or people that work people. The Three of Cups is oftentimes that kind of fellowship that is, it's a very deep fellowship. Okay, so it's not just like surface level emotions. It's a very deep kind of like, spiritually intimate kind of relationship. So maybe for some of you, there's, this positive change that's coming from here. For some of you, I feel like it's definitely where structures have come down in the past. Structures I feel where you didn't find your worth in the past have shifted. And maybe that shifted even towards you coming forward, telling people, look, no, this is my worth. Let's get a clarifier for this moon energy. What is the moon energy, Spirit? The moon gets the Emperor. Wow. You see, in the world, yeah, you see this energy here of the faith. You've got the Emperor and the world energy here. And I'm really feeling like, the truth of what you want is about being secure here. I think that there, maybe for some of you Virgos, people have, there's been some sort of structures that have come down. Obviously, there's been some heartbreak in the past here. And I feel like this is the energy and the inner truth here for what you want is about building solid foundations now, building solid, steady cycles going forward. Okay, you crumbled that Tower moment with the Four of Pentacles. You crumbled the structures that weren't going to serve you, that didn't serve your worth, that didn't hold or see the value of your own being, and you changed that. Okay, because you do see your worth, Virgo. I feel that you see that a lot, especially with this Emperor power here in the world. Clarifying this moon. This is about surrendering. And this is about embracing your own strength, embracing your own worthiness, allowing the cycles to be what they were, but acknowledging that there's healing, there's forgiveness. You are moving forward from the past in a solid energy. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords gets the Knight of Swords, gets the Knight of Wands. Yeah, see, because this is where the clarity comes from. It's this Queen of Swords energy. She's crystal clear because she has come to this knowledge of authenticity. She's come to this awareness of who she is, you know? So as she embraces her own authenticity, she becomes crystal clear in the directions in which she wants to move. She acknowledges the changes within her life that she wants to see happening because she is authentic to self. She is inspired, enthusiastic of her light within her own being here. Now, the outer attitude towards this inner truth of what you want was the yin and the yang. And to me, that's a very balanced energy. It's also the energy of leading and listening to the inner guidance. You know, oftentimes when I see this card in reverse, to me, I often find it to be imbalanced, which in reality, it's not necessarily that it's imbalanced, but it's that the action and the masculine side is leading. And to me, the inner knowing and the inner guidance is what needs to lead first. That's why this energy, it's the yin and the yang, not the yang and the yin, right? Because the yang and the yin is the action step, and if it was the yang and yin, it would be the action step, the fire side, and then the inner guidance and the inner knowing. Well, that's not the way it goes. It starts here with the inner guidance. It has to start with the inner knowing, the inner guidance, the intuitiveness, right? And then move into our action space, you know? And the outer attitude here, Virgo, I feel that is the energy I feel that you are in here, is listening to the inner guidance, you know? Can we clarify this outer attitude towards the inner truth of the Wands? We have the Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Interesting energies. Wow. That Six of Cups energy is that mirroring energy, okay? This is about the reflection. This is about nostalgic kind of energy. This is about doing a reflection period. It's interesting when it comes out with the Six of Pentacles because, you know, here I find it's these two sixes, you know, it's these two kind of healing numbers. I find sixes to be such a healing kind of energy. It's like that new way forward. Fives are very conflicting, very challenging energies. And then that six is kind of like that breath of fresh air, you know, the six, I always find six to be like that next number, things were tough in fives. And then that next number of six is like that, okay, things are starting to move at an easier pace here. And you see, that's what I find this is. This is the emotional reflection. And then the Six of Pentacles is about being real about the energy in which you're putting out there. You know, here you're kind of doing that emotional healing and then acknowledging the energy in which you're putting out. You know, and it has to be a balanced energy. If we're imbalanced and the energy we're putting out has some sort of negative vibration to it, what will we be getting back in? Well, we will receive only negative energy if that is what we are putting out there. If the energy and the vibrations in which we are on are producing negativity within the world around us, we will only receive that kind of negativity back here. And you know, and I do feel like this outer attitude here is really where you're doing the introspection. You're really doing the self-evaluation here, really looking into self here. For some of you, this can even be some sort of deep relationship. Six of Cups oftentimes have those mirroring. They can sometimes be talking about those mirroring relationships, right? Where you mirror the other person here. But I'm not feeling that this is about relationships. This is about very much about yourself here, Virgos. And that acknowledgement of mirroring your own true energies, you know, doing the healing, doing the work on a real level. Let's pull a clarifier for the Six of Cups. Yeah, see, the Six of Cups gets the Judgment, and the Six of Pentacles gets the King of Cups and the Two of Swords. Yeah, see, because this is where, exactly, that's so much what I was thinking. You see, this yin and the yang here, this energy, this outward energy here, I feel that you are going forward. You've really done a lot of healing. You've done a lot of reflection with the Six of Cups. You know, to me, this Judgment energy is about surrendering, coming forward, finding the forgiveness within yourself, but also, you know, to the divine, to the higher, right? Like this is about coming forward, laying your shame, laying your burdens at the feet of a divine. And I do feel like that's really what I feel is happening here, because the Six of Pentacles, it's almost like you've done the emotional healing. You've come forward, you've done that emotional healing. And then within that emotional healing, the energies in which you were, the energies in which you're producing have shifted. You see, here's the King of Cups, which is this masculine energy of being connected here emotionally, you know, having a depth to this. And then the Two of Swords. And I feel, you know, this is the energy where you've been blocked in before. Maybe for some of you, it was really hard for you to actually show or show that kind of deep emotion, or show that kind of authentic emotion, right? Or maybe a part of you needed to do some really deep healing in order to come forward and be like, okay, this is my authentic emotion in which I'm feeling. This is my authentic inner voice. This is my authentic guidance, right? Because again, it is about dropping your shield. It is about opening yourself up to a much more emotional level, I'm finding. Let's get a Moonology card here for the truth. The inner truth of what you want. Expect powerful change. The new moon eclipse, absolutely. For this inner truth of what you want. Expect powerful change. And how can you not, right? When you surrender here but you surrender to the divine while embracing your own authenticity, that's where powerful change comes from. Now let's get another one here for the outer attitude towards this inner truth. Your hard work is paying off, new moon and Capricorn. Wow, beautiful energy. I'm also very intrigued on how often these Capricorn moon cards keep coming out. And I just find that it's because we are really rebuilding structures within our lives right now. And that's the energy of the Capricorn, right? It's the energy of structures. It's the energy of, of those institutions and stuff like that within our lives. Okay, so here for the inner truth of what we need, we had door to romance and the fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra. So it's interesting that both of these came out, and then the outer attitude towards this inner need was the sixth chakra. This is about listening to your intuition, you know, following your third eye, following your inner guidance. But let's look here at this door to romance and this fourth chakra, because really the inner truth of what you need is about embracing the love, right? We have your heart chakra and the door to romance. You know, Virgos, for some of you, this is about really walking forward here through this doorway, opening yourself up to that kind of love. For some of you, maybe it's where you haven't been open to the love in the past. Maybe it's why, the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups energy really came out, because the Six of Cups is about really looking into that kind of love, into that emotional depth, right? Inner truth here about what we need, about what the Virgos need. Can we get it? Ten of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Again, Virgo, look at all this love. And the Hanged Man, wow. There's some sort of surrendering here, again, that needs to happen. You know, there's some sort of, there's definitely some sort of surrendering here to the divine, because the Hanged Man energy is about letting be what needs to be, right? It's about having faith that you can put yourself in this place of least resistance. You can put yourself in the place of no resistance and still find the cups of opportunity here. And we have the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Cups. And to me, this is, wow, the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Cups and what you need. I really feel with this door to romance, some of you maybe are holding off. Some of you maybe are closed off to this. And others, I think that, you know, you feel this on every surface level. For others, I feel like there's this intense power of love here. Let's get a clarifier for that Ten of Cups. Clarify this Ten of Cups. Wow, the Ten of Cups gets the Queen of Pentacles, which is your divine feminine energy. And the Ace of Cups gets the Strength and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, see, for some of you, I do feel like this is really where you're opening up to new love. Yeah. Where I feel like you've kind of probably been hurt in the past, Virgos. I feel like maybe some of you have even shut down, okay? You've been left out in the cold. Shit was really rocky. You had to figure this all out on your own. And here you are. And the inner truth of what you need is you still need love. Okay, there's still that call within you for this door to romance. There's still that call within you for these cups of opportunity, these cups of love, this cup of fulfillment. We have the Queen of Pentacles that came out and clarified this 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is the energy of being emotionally fulfilled within self, but also therefore therefore those all around you. It's about being so full within yourself that your cups overflow and they spill into relationships, they spill into family, they spill into love, they spill into abundance, right? This Queen of Pentacles energy, this is your divine feminine energy. And this is really, the Queen of Pentacles is such a nurturing energy. She's somebody who really makes tangible steps and walks in the direction in which her soul is guiding her. Okay, she's going to make direct movement for directions right from the divine. Okay, her divine guidance is going to say, this is the way you move, and she is going to then nurture her life with that kind of movement. Okay, she is then going to grow and manifest that kind of beginning here within her life. The Ace of Cups, here we have this new opportunity. This is the new blessings. This is the new cup of opportunity in which Spirit is offering you here. And it comes from the inner strength and the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is this energy of trusting Spirit and movement. Okay, here you can see this crow, and the crow's flying, and this guy, it's almost like Spirit is like pushing this man's feet, right? And he's moving in a direction. He's moving obviously he's going towards his motorcycle, right? Like he's about to make movement. We can tell within this depiction that this guy is following the guidance and moving. And see, and that's what this is opening up that is what this is symbolizing, is this cup of opportunity is where your inner strength is guiding you to move. It's pushing you. I feel for some of you Virgos that whatever in your past that you have had to work yourself through, that heartbreak, right, that you had to work yourself through, it was guiding you, and you're in this stage now. Your inner truth of what you need is you're in this stage now. You're ready to open yourself up to this next cup of opportunity. You are ready to be brave at heart. I feel like you're ready to put down the resistance here. With this Hanged Man energy here and the Five of Pentacles, you're ready to put down the resistance. You're ready to just allow Spirit to transform what needs to transform within your life. In the Five of Pentacles energy, I can imagine that it's been a little tough. For some of you, it could have even been very financially tough. But to me, this is just the energy of a feeling left out in the dark, a feeling like, you've been struggling, you've been fighting, you've been almost even fighting a losing battle here, But I love the Hanged Man energy because it is just about surrendering to what needs to be, allowing the divine the opportunity to change what needs to change within your life. Now, the outer attitude, again, here we have the sixth chakra, which was the third eye. And this is your intuition. You see, and what you need, the truth of what you need is this love. It's this open-heartedness. It's about feeling love. It's feeling, that kind of fulfillment, that emotional kind of fulfillment. And then the outer truth here is that sixth chakra, which is the third eye. And to me, that's your intuition, the Empress. And to me, that's the energy of knowing that what you are wanting to manifest, that's what you're creating. To me, it's almost like that inner knowing of, okay, this is the direction in which I'm moving. For some of you, you might not even know who this door of romance is maybe pertaining. Yeah, look at this. We have the Seven of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups, along with this Empress energy here to clarify this outward action, and to me, this is really where you're manifesting. You're opening yourself up to this inner light, which is the Seven of Wands, and this is the light of your solar plexus. This is the light of your true essence, your authentic essence, right? And this is the light of being so strong within your own being, you know, acknowledging who you are, acknowledging your inner light, acknowledging your authenticity, acknowledging the life in which you want to build here. And then this is about being strong within that light, within that within that knowledge of self. You see the wands down here, like this is just negativity. This is haters. Okay. And this is just toxic shit. And we all have that within our own lives like that. Apply that where it fits, because there's going to be haters in everybody's life. But this is about centering in on your own light. The 5 of Wands was after this 7 of Wands. And this is about change. You know, this is about committing yourself to the growth that needs to happen. In order to find this kind of inner light, we must go through the change of soul. We must even, some of us must even go through that dark night of soul, where we need to really come from the past, come from the heartache, come from the burdens, and grow. Spiritually and emotionally grow within our beings. And I find that to be this 5 of Wands energy. We have the 2 of Cups here. For some of you, it needed, you know, that growth and that inner light needed to happen within inside you, because you needed to do this reflective energy. Remember how I was talking about relationships that mirror each other? Well, oftentimes we get into these extremely, not oftentimes, but sometimes we find ourselves in these relationships that are extremely powerful, okay? And they're that relationship that 1 second you are like, oh my gosh, how could love like this even exist? And in the next, it is the complete opposite. It is like 2 demons are just going at each other, you know? Some of us know what that kind of love is like. And you see, and that's that mirroring energy here, you know, and that's what mirroring relationships look like, where that intensity of power and authenticity and love for one another can be so intense. And then in the next blink of an eye, it can be completely the opposite and yet just as intense. And it's the energy of mirroring what you are seeing within inside of each other. You see, and for some of that, I'm feeling that. For some of you, I feel that you've maybe come from one of those relationships in which your negative energy was being mirrored back to you by the other person in that relationship, or their negative energy was being mirrored by you back into their face. And I feel like you really had to do some growth here. You know, you really needed to find, Virgos, you really needed to step up and step in and embrace your own truth to this, your own truth to this side, right? Because this 2 of Cups energy, in order to blend relationships, and that does not just mean romantic relationships, but, you know, in order to blend healthy relationships of any kind, it must be 2 beings coming together to blend the energy for a better, higher purpose. You know, not for one way or for the next. You know, not within selfish energy here, but this is about true balanced blending of energies. You see, and I feel like there was a lot of work that had to go into you, Virgo, to understand how you were going forward to balance. I feel like that was part of this finding your inner light. That was part of this challenging growth, right? Was okay. How do I go about blending my energy, my authenticity into relationships now? You know, because that's where we really move away from codependent relationships, right? That's what codependent relationships are. Relationships that are not whole within their own. It's relationships in which one party does not supply their own energy. Therefore, they are codependent of the other's energy. You see, and the Knight of Pentacles was after this 2 of Cups, because this is the determination and the commitment to continue to show up, to continue to walk in the direction of new, to continue to, you know, put the work in where needed, where necessary, you know. And I love this because it's like your intuition is guiding you. You know, your intuition is guiding you through these phases, is guiding you even into the next phase, right? Even into that next level of self-growth here. Let's get a moon card here for the inner truth of what you need. Bring love into the situation. Isn't that interesting? Especially with those door to romance and that heart chakra. Inner truth of what you need. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. And outer attitude towards that. It's a time to take action. For some of you, maybe this isn't going to fit for everybody, but this is definitely a narrative that's coming in my head. For some of you, you've shunned somebody out thinking that, oh, I can't do that. I'm not ready to kind of love on that kind of level. And this is where you're kind of doing that, reevaluation, right? And it is time to take action on your half of what needs to happen within blendings of relationships. It is time to take accountability for your part in this. All right, so the true feelings here, oh my gosh, the inner truth here of your feelings was anxiety, which was interesting because the outer attitude towards that anxiety was a garden in the gate. And to me, I mean, these go very hand in hand, because this garden in the gate, this outer attitude in which you're showing, this is about being afraid, knowing that you want more, knowing, and you can see this girl looking into the hills and she wants more, but being afraid of going forward into those hills, being afraid of maybe what's to come beyond, what's to come in those hills. Let's get a clarifier for this anxiety. Can we clarify this anxiety card here for the, whoa, that was a lot. Oh my goodness, that was so many. Okay, I'm going to run through them anyway. Oh my gosh, yeah, like 7. Okay, so this anxiety here. Okay, yep, absolutely. 3 of Cups, there was heartbreak, okay? There was some damaging heartbreak. You're going to apply that wherever it fits. What this truth, though, is that you want the happiness. Here again is that, for some of you, this could be very much talking about that kind of mirroring relationship, right? Where maybe you're in separation mode right now. You've gone through this heartbreak. What you want is that kind of true love. You got 1111 back here. This is the 4 of Wands, but this is about happiness. This card is about coming together, family celebrations. It can be even discussing weddings and stuff like that, And to me, the inner truth of your feelings here is you want that kind of love. You want that kind of fulfillment. Look at here. The Fool is right after that. You're ready to take this leap of faith. You're ready to really open yourself up with the star behind that. Yeah, you're ready to open yourself up and accept the blessings here, Virgo. It's like that this kind of happy ever after is something that you want. And it's maybe not necessarily that, it's the happy ever after. Okay, life is still life, but it is about having faith. It is, the inner truth here of your feelings is that, yeah, maybe you're caught up in this worriedness of, will this kind of ever happen? Will there be new love for me? Look at Page of Cups, 8 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Like, I just can't even get over this. To me, this inner truth of your feelings is like, that there was heartache, that there was pain, but that you want so much more than that. That you are ready to take that leap of faith. You are ready to find the hopes and the blessings and the opportunities that are yours. For some of you, this Page of Cups energy, maybe for some of you, it is this mirroring relationship that is in separation mode, and you have put a lot of work into yourself, and it's almost like you feel like that other person may be coming here. Maybe somebody's walked away from you. And maybe this is even the energy where you're like, oh, that person will never come back. But I don't know, this Page of Cups, for some of you, I do feel like there is that kind of returning relationship. Now, don't go and like hold yourself to this and be like, oh my gosh, I don't want that relationship back, or even like, oh my gosh, I hope so. Because remember, free will changes that at all times. I can only read energies of cards. To me, though, this is the energy for the true inner feelings is you are ready for love. Okay, you are ready to embrace love, whether that is with somebody of the past or whether that is moving into this new energy. Your outer attitude here is the garden in the gate. And again, as I had already said, this is about that fear of moving from your safety place. You're comfortable, you're safe within your garden, but now it's the time to move forward. You've done your healing within the garden. That's a good spot to do it. But now move that beyond the security and the comfort zone. Move that into the hills of opportunity here, right? Let's get a clarifier here for these outer actions. We got the Page of Wands, the Wheel, and the Ace of Swords. Holy smokes. Yeah, see, you've become this new person, Virgo. You really have. This is about the new cycles in which you are beginning. And as you embraced this new authentic you, as you embrace this new being of self, you set the wheel in motion. Okay, you aligned the changes that needed to happen within these cycles here. You put the wheel in motion. Ace of Swords, there was a new idea. This could even be the new aha moment. Maybe it's even only within your mind here that you have set these new cycles in play, but you have definitely set something. Maybe you reached out. Maybe you reached out to somebody. Maybe you sent some sort of letter. Maybe somebody has reached out to you. Maybe that's the energy even in which you're wanting to, right? You're wanting to reach out here. Send some sort of communication to somebody, letting them know, hey, look, this is me. I've done some changing. But I think it's even in just being clear and truthful with the direction in which you want to go, what that change looks like in your life. Ace of Swords. Let's get a clarifier here for the Ace of Swords. Let me clarify this Ace of Swords and this outer attitude. Ace of Swords gets the Ace of Wands. Okay. Well, it's new beginnings. You know, this is, and maybe it's even the clarity in which direction of new beginning you want to go. Clarify that Wheel of Fortune for me, please. The Wheel of Fortune, oh my gosh, it's the Two of Wands, which is still more change, the Knight of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, see, the change here is that you're ready to be open for opportunities. You're ready to be, and whether this is a cup of opportunity, like the Knight of Cups is very romantic. You know, this is about love coming in, emotional fulfillment coming in. It can even be somebody coming in offering their cup of opportunity. Maybe it's even you going in offering your cup of opportunity to somewhere. But the Two of Wands is about change. It's about looking at past before you and then acknowledging and taking the path of higher road, the path of higher intentions here, which is kind of interesting because that's what that Page of Wands does. That Page of Wands is opening herself up to these new cycles in which she's beginning, and that sets that wheel, that sets that change, you see, because she makes the change here, and that opens her up here to these new opportunities. It removes her from being the victim, you know, because I think that's what really needs to happen, Virgo, is for some of you, I definitely see yourselves caught in this victim mentality, thinking that, oh, heartbreak is all I'm ever going to get. You know, I'm not going to be able to release myself here. And that's bullshit. You know, that's not the truth. The truth here is that, you know, by you shifting the vibrations of self, you are therefore shifting the vibrations of the blessings that are coming towards you. If you shift that vibration within your own being, open yourself up to this whole new being of self, like this Page of Wands, new cycles, new beginnings, right? Going through the gate here. You're embracing that, you're embracing the new opportunities, you're embracing the beginnings. You know, that is what opens up, that is what releases you from these chains of yourself, from these chains that, you know, because this Eight of Swords, I mean, she's a victim of her own chains, okay? She's looking at a reflection in which she sees herself as a victim. She must just simply pick herself up here and say, no, I'm not the victim. I will no longer be the victim here. Wow. All right, let's get a moon card here for the inner truth of your feelings. This one wants to come out. Conclusions are within reach. And the outer attitude here towards these feelings. No. Show the world the real you. No way. Wow. Show the world the real you. Yeah, Virgo. Show the world the real you, okay? Show the world this Page of Wands. Don't hide yourself in here. Remember, if you're comfortable, you're not growing. Okay, don't hide yourself in the security of your garden. That's not what it's about. Show the world the real you here. Embrace your authenticity. Embrace this new being of self that you have become. You've worked so hard to become it, Virgo. Why wouldn't you show off that new being of self? Now, the future inner truth to be revealed was indecision. You know, so maybe there are paths before you that you're like, oh, but I don't know which direction to go. Yeah, look at that. Lovers and the Two of Pentacles. Oh my God, you can't make this stuff up. You know, this indecision can be about going towards love. For some of you, it can be going towards this relationship. Maybe this mirroring relationship that has made its made its way back into your life. And now it's like this, like, I don't know, can I trust this? Can I go forward with this? For some of you, it can even be trusting in your own energy, trusting in your own faith. For some of you, it can be like, okay, like I've gone above and beyond. I've maybe put myself out there a little too far in the past. And the Two of Pentacles is about finding flexibility within our practical and spiritual side. Okay, it's about finding balance and and flexibility within our everyday life, within our everyday kind of energy. And we have to find that flexibility within relationships. We have to find the balance and the wholeness between two individuals. As I was already speaking before, that codependency within relationships come when one party of the relationship is not contributing energetically the same as the other, and we're all going to have our good days and we're all going to have our bad days. It's not like everybody has to show up with 110% every day. No, that's not how life works. We get that. We are going to have good days and we are going to have bad days, but it is about being committed and allowing, holding space, growing together. It's about spiritual intimacy. This lovers isn't about just some sort of physical connection or physical desire. Okay. This is about true intimacy. This is about spiritual intimacy, physical intimacy, emotional intimacy. Like this is about, this lover's energy is a balanced energy. It's an energy of duality. Even, especially when the Two of Pentacles came right out behind it, because it's emphasizing how important it is to find that kind of stability within love, that kind of balance within love. Again, if it's a relationship which is one-sided either way, you need to be really accountable for that kind of relationship, especially if it's your energy that is needing something from somebody else, or if it's somebody who is not strong within their own energy where you're constantly feeling drained. Then once again, you need to be authentic. You need to be, you need to hold the truth, remove the illusions, hold the truth, be accountable for what's really happening here. Okay? It's not something that you just have to throw somebody out the window and be like, well, you're sucking my energy. See ya, goodbye. No, but then it's something that you have to acknowledge and work towards and be like, okay, look, here's this energy. Here's this imbalance. This is what we need. This is what I'm going to need from you on your half. This is what I'll give you as my whole energy. And then this is what, I need back as a relationship, because relationships are about flexibility. They're about balancing, they're about finding this kind of commitment between two. Right? All right, let's get a moon card here. Let's get a moon card here for the future inner truth to be revealed. What do you need to release? Absolutely. Let's get two more. What do you need to release, Virgos? Take time to breathe out. Oh my goodness. Yes, that is so important. And then we have the energy is gaining momentum and you are good enough. Look at that. Full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. You are good enough, Virgos. Wow, what a beautiful reading. All right, guys. Well, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps get the video spread around. If you are not yet a subscriber, I welcome you to do so. Until next time, take great care of your soul. Bye now, Virgo. And last but certainly never least, we have the Capricorns. Welcome, Capricorns. All right, so let's get right into your reading. Boog, get off my counter. Sorry, guys, my puppy was just jumping up at my counter there. All right, so we are starting with with pulling some oracle messages here, and these are messages of truth that Spirit, your guides, ancestors, guardians are wanting you to hold to. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Truth that Spirit wants you to keep in mind. What truth here, Capricorns, does Spirit want you to keep in mind? Wow, now is a lucky time. All right, here we have the energy of Rabbit Spirit. This is the energy of very fertile energy, actually, which I mean can be fertile with, within, like there's even baby bunnies, it can certainly be fertile within that, but it is about, now is a lucky time to go forward, to give birth to the beginnings, the opportunities that you're wanting to see come to light, okay? It's about coming forward from the dark den into this meadow of light and just kind of opening yourself up here to new beginnings. Now is a lucky time with the Rabbit Spirit. Do keep in mind, though, that I don't know why I hear fertility in my head really loud right now. So if you are not wanting to be fertile, I would maybe take some extra precautions. know why that. I don't know why that is even like in my head right now. But it's like, yeah, don't be a fool, wrap that tool. Wow. Okay, Capricorn. All right. So we are, this is from the angels and the ancestors. All right, let's get a truth here for the angels and the ancestors. What truth, spirit, do you want the Capricorns to keep in mind? What truth do you want the Capricorns here to know? What truth, spirit, for Capricorns here? What truth, spirit? I just knew there was a couple that wanted to come out. I could feel it as I was shuffling through them all. Okay, oh, we got quite a few. All right, wow, we have mountains. Stand your ground. That's very firm. Stand your ground. Card number 1. And then we have the wise one, which I love this because this is about growing within your current situation. This is about, taking all of the knowledge, all of the wisdom that you have and growing, using what you already know to benefit and to grow your own current situation. And the Shield Maiden, wow, make plans and focus. Such a powerful energy. I love this Shield Maiden. To me, she's she's very much that female knight in shining armor. And it's interesting because here we have stand your grounds, and the Shield Maiden energy oh wow, these are all like, it's stand your ground, grow within your current situation. So, stand your ground, but don't give up. There's growth to be happening within this current situation, and make plans and focus. That Shield Maiden energy. Wow. That's very interesting, very powerful energies here. Sensitivity. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Absolutely. Sensitivity. Now is the lucky time. Stand your ground. Grow within your current situation. Make plans and focus. And sensitivity. Holy. Okay, so we are going to get right into your reading now. So we are using the Energy Oracle deck. I'm going to shuffle, split the deck, pull cards, and then we're going to clarify with the Lightseers deck. Okay? Lightseers, Lightseers, Lightseers. All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. I don't think I've said it in all my readings, but I do encourage you to watch readings beyond just your sun sign. I will put a link in the description box for a great website to get free natal charts, in which you'll be able to find your moon sign, your rising sign, and do a little bit of Google research. Okay, like figure out what your moon sign means. That's, we are more like, we are such complex beings. So to think that one sign is going to, just answer all of our questions. No, we are made up of multiple signs. So it is really quite interesting to figure out where different signs fit within your natal chart, and why you might understand or take information in the ways in which you do. All right. Ooh, I said I was going to split the deck. All right. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Sun, Moon, Rising, Capricorns here. What do you have going on here for your inner truth? Okay, inner truth about what you want, Capricorns. We have adjacent possibilities. Wow, a whole bunch of different things. Okay, for the outer attitude, we have envy. For the inner truth of what you need, ooh, we have the Sun. The outer truth, happy family. Wow, and a thinking man. Look at that. Inner truth of your feelings, Capricorn. Financial constraints. Outer attitude towards those feelings is the angel of love. And future, we have angel of strength. Wow. Okay. Those are beautiful energies all the way around. Oh, no, sorry. Those ones went together. What was I thinking? Happy family and the thinking man. Bottom of the deck, we have door to spirit, a man holding a heart, rest and rejuvenation. A door to personal healing and happiness. Holy wow. Okay, we got a lot of doorways. Capricorn, some of you could be kind of going through this this discovery of self. Maybe for some of you, you are even discovering a higher, really discovering your faith or your or that kind of intuitive guidance here. I do find for some of you there's masculine energy that is being that you are finding worthiness in. So that could be some sort of action steps to which you're taking, that you're finding some sort of different fulfillment level of worthiness to that. We're going to put that where it fits. Okay, so starting here with inner truth of what you want, we have adjacent possibilities. This is doorways, opportunities, new beginnings. Let's clarify some of that. The outer attitude towards this was envy. And this is, it's interesting because here you have, the inner truth of what you're wanting is these new opportunities in these new doorways. And yet the outer attitude here is about looking at what somebody else has, being envious of what others may have. And, and this energy here, this is one that we do need to be very aware of, because when we wish and hope and constantly want for something that somebody else has, we are therefore calling all the more things into that person. And it's not that that person is in the wrong by any means, but we are shifting our focus, and we are taking the abundance that is meant to be in our life, and by focusing on something that somebody else has, we are constantly just bringing that more and more and more to that other person, right? These adjacent possibilities, the inner truth here for what you want is new beginnings. You want new opportunities, and maybe you want a couple different options. Yeah, we got the Page of Swords. This is the energy of watching and waiting. It's kind of the observer card. To me, it's like that energy of, being kind of indecisive here, not yet maybe knowing in which direction you want to move. You have the Judgment after that. So to me, this is the energy of coming forward. There's some sort of releasing, some sort of surrendering that needs to happen. And I feel that it probably needs, it's happening with these possibilities. Because to me, I feel like you're looking for this way forward. You've got the King of Wands down here and the Nine of Wands down here. You see, this is about you coming forward here to this new being of authenticity. This is about you embracing this new cycle of self. You've come through the Nine of Wands energy, as you've come through a lot of heartache. You've come through a lot of dark times. Now, this King of Wands energy is about being solid and steady in your own authenticity. Okay, it's about being solid and steady in your own being, really coming to your own truth, to what you stand for here. I feel like these adjacent possibilities, this is a beginning stage for you. The truth of what you're really wanting is that new beginning. Something, again, that is going to be this Judgment energy is about finding fulfillment, finding karmic healing, okay? King of Swords, what's that King of Swords energy? Knight of Swords. Yeah, see, there's movements here. Sorry, I said King of Swords, and that was the King of Wands. There's movement here. There's movement, and I feel like you're being called here, Capricorns. You're being called to really step up into this authenticity. It could be enthusiasm too, but authenticity. You see, this King of Wands energy is about you being steady, you being strong, you being authentic to self, And here we have the Knight of Swords that clarified that, and that's the movement. This is almost where Spirit's guiding you. I feel like, the doorways, one of these doorways is really serving your authenticity, because not all these doorways are for you, okay? Not all those doorways are going to be for you. See, this Page of Swords energy, this is somebody who's going to stick her head in the doorways, and she's going to she might peek her head in all these doorways to be like, meh, that doesn't look like something I want. Meh, that doesn't look like something I want. You see, and that's okay. That's an all right spot to be in. We don't need to commit to things that aren't going to serve us, you see? And this is about being authentic to ourselves and then moving in the direction of that authenticity, because you've come from cycles. So you know who you are, okay? This nine of Wands, to me, that is the energy of you know who you are. You know what you've been through, okay? You know the darkness that you've come through. You know the hurts that you've had to overcome. You know the challenges. You know your triggers. You know your traumas. Like, you get it. You know what has made you authentic. This is the movement of then, okay, but I'm still, it's not coming to that authenticity. It's about choosing to move with that authenticity, if you can understand what I'm saying. All right, so let's clarify this outer attitude, which is this envy card, because I feel like you know what you're authentic about. And here, this outer attitude is about being envious here. Wow. Okay. We have the High Priestess in reverse, and we have the Four of Swords in reverse. Yeah, see, because you're ignoring something here. It really is what you're doing. You know it. You know the truth. I can almost hear you even saying, oh, I know that. Okay, well, you know that, and yet you're ignoring it. Yet you're not even taking it, with this Four of Swords in reverse. It's like you know the truth, Capricorn. You know the direction in which you want to move, and yet you're not doing anything about it. Okay, you're not doing the inward reflection here. You're not, and you're certainly not listening to your intuition when the High Priestess is in reverse. To me, that is not listening to your inner guidance. The High Priestess, yeah, look at that, the star. It's like you're wishing and you're saying these prayers, and yet you don't have the faith. You're wishing on a star, but you don't have the faith in it. Three of Pentacles. Yeah. Maybe for some of you, you're building with people that aren't going to, it's not something that's, you're wanting to build something here, but you're not listening to the authentic way to build it. Why is this Four of Swords in reverse? Four of Swords is in reverse, and it was clarified by the Nine of Cups. Yeah, see, because it's about self-fulfillment. It's about finding the peace within inside of self. And right now, you're not taking accountability to find that peace within inside of self. I'm feeling like you're very codependent of others right now. You're not embracing your own strength here. Sensitivity. Why is it Three of Pentacles in reverse? The Wheel and the Page of Wands. Yeah, see, there's a change here within your being. There's a change here. You're really being called, and I can hear you saying, Capricorn, I know that. Oh, I know I do that. Okay. But it's stalling you out here. Okay, you're wanting the change, you're wanting these forward movements, you're wanting these opportunities and these cycles to be done, you're wanting new doorways, you're wanting this house of gold because you keep looking out from your place at this house, at this life, at whatever that is that somebody else has. You're wanting that. I get that. But you're not making the change. You acknowledge that you're not making the steps here. You acknowledge that you're not doing the self-reflection. You're not listening to your inner guidance here. But you have to actually make the step. In order for this Wheel of Fortune to move into the Wheel of Fortune, in order for the fortune to turn into fortune, you have to embrace this new cycle of self. You have to step in and embrace new cycles. And if you refuse to embrace new cycles, well, then guess what? You won't find it. And again, see, here comes this Nine of Cups, because this Nine of Cups energy is about finding fulfillment of self. And Capricorns, I'm not one to really sugarcoat and beat around the bush, but if you're looking for other people to fill your cups, that's where you're in the wrong. You have to fulfill your own energy. You have to do your own work, your own healing. You have to come to peace here with yourself. Okay, that's step one. Inner truth here for what the Capricorns want. Communication is key. The outer attitude here. Prosperity lies ahead. And it really does for you, Capricorn. I don't see that this is an energy which you're going to be stuck in for long, because I do feel like you do want movement. You do want forward direction. Now is a lucky time. You're standing your ground, right? You're growing within this current situation. That's the wise one. You acknowledge, okay, I'm coming up short here. Something isn't, the growth is, there's stagnation within this growth of self here. And now it's communicating that. It's communicating the growth that needs to happen. Okay? Remember, you're extra sensitive. So are others. Okay? All right, let's look at this. So, the inner truth of what you need was the Sun. This is fulfillment. This is happiness. This is joy on many levels. And this is feeling fulfilled, not even just emotionally or spiritually or materialistically or financially. This is kind of like all of them combined. Okay. It is just feeling your soul's contentment, feeling whole within your soul. That should be a rhyme. Inner truth of what you need here. A change of direction. Look at that. Oh my goodness, Capricorn. Yes, of course. Save it to the end, right? Two of Wands and the Tower. Okay, there has to be a change here. There has to be, something has to come down. Now, what I love about the Tower moment is that's going to be different for everybody. So you're going Sorry guys, we were interrupted. Okay, so you're going to apply this into where this fits. This Tower moment is going to, be different for everybody. But this is about the Two of Wands and then this Tower moment. This is making the change to walk in a different direction. You see, Tower moments are structures, they're beliefs, they're all sorts of different things. They can be cycles, they can be relationships, they can be all sorts of different things. But it's it's a structure within your life in which the universe has tested. And it's not that the universe sets out to test us, but that that life simply tests all structures within our world, right? Like we are constantly tested. We are constantly, constantly challenged by the universe. That's just part of this, and this energy here is where structures have to come down. Okay, structures that are found wanting, structures that are not found to be sustainable, they're going to come apart. Okay, and this is about making the choice to walk away, to allow the crumbling to crumble. Sometimes I think we get caught holding structures together, thinking, well, I just got to hold this together because that's what's supposed to happen and blah, 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 blah. No. If the universe has tested it and found that that structure isn't going to serve you, then the best thing you can do is to let that structure come down. Okay? Because the inner truth here for what you need is that you need to accept the happiness. There needs to be a change here. Two of Wands. What's this Two of Wands? Yeah, see, you got to release this low vibration. There's some sort of toxic energy here, Capricorn, in which you are still holding on to. Some sort of low vibration, toxic energy. It can be addictions. It can be people. It can be, again, bad thought patterns. But there's something that you have to look. The Tower got the Death and Rebirth, the Empress, the Queen of Wands, the Seven of Swords. Yeah, this Tower moment is calling you, if you want to embrace this life of change, of opportunity, then there has to be a death and rebirth here. Okay? Something within inside of you, something within inside the structures in which you have been building your life has to change. It has to shift. There needs to be, here's this Queen of Wands. It's interesting. Here's the King of Wands and here's this Queen of Wands. This is talking about authenticity. And it's interesting that both of these come out in what you want and what you need, because it is about acknowledging the need for your authenticity. It's about acknowledging the need to come forward with that authenticity. And the Seven of Swords energy, to me, this is about hiding in the darkness, keeping things from the light. Sometimes that can be where people have cheated you, where people have done a lot of shady shit in your outside energy. But I'm really feeling that this, in the way that this goes, this is where you have not shone your authenticity. It's where you've hidden your true self. The Empress, the Death and Rebirth, and then this Queen of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Yeah, you see, I feel like there was, maybe you even did shady shit in the past or something. Or you did something that you haven't really brought forward. Did something here that I kind of feel like you hold guilt to. Again here, even with this change of, I feel like there's some sort of guilt that you're holding on to. And I don't know what that is, but I do feel like there's some sort of inner guilt here that you're holding on to, and you have to release that. Okay, it's shifting that. It's shifting that. It's shifting that thinking. It's shifting that mentality within inside you, I think. Can we get a clarifier for the Seven of Swords? Can you clarify that Seven of Swords for me? This inner truth. Seven of Swords gets the Hermit. because it is about finding that inner light. You see, it's about coming. The Seven of Swords can have that energy of being left out in the dark, and can be where others have trespassed against us in the past. It can be where even we've done shady shit within our past that we're still holding on guilt to, blah, 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 okay? The inner truth here for what you need is you need to release that stuff. Okay, you're holding on to some sort of negativity here. You're holding on to some sort of structure, some sort of outline that doesn't serve you. Okay, it's untrue. It's a faulty outline. Yes, okay, maybe it was true in the past, but it sure as hell isn't true now. You know, there's an opportunity here for you to embrace fulfillment and happiness, but therefore you need to change that tower that you are trying to hold here, that structure in your life that you're trying to piece together, because it's not serving you. It's not. There's a death and rebirth here that needs to happen. There's a new beginning. There's a new opportunity here. A new day has started. You know, and it's about finding the light of inner self. Again, finding that authenticity. I can't say that enough, but wow. The inner truth here towards your feelings was financial constraints. For some of you, you know, maybe you just feel like, I don't know, money's tight. We got the Nine of Pentacles and we have the Temperance. Well, that's about finding fulfillment for your own, this Nine of Pentacles energy. The Temperance here, we have the Fool, Four of Wands, Three of Swords. Wow. Oh, hey, I skipped ahead. Shit. I skipped ahead. I miss these. This is the outer attitude. This is the outer attitude to what you want for your inner needs here. You know, the outer attitude, we have a happy family and a thinking man. You know, this can be where you're very fixated on this family energy. Now, this is going to be, maybe for some of you, it's about the family that you're wanting to build. Maybe for some of you, you're starting building these new families, starting building these new places. Sorry, I was just wondering if I heard somebody come in my house, but I don't think I did. Let's clarify those. I'm going to put these back in so that we actually have all the cards for this. We'll pull again for those financial constraints. But this happy family for this outer, yeah. For some of you, you know, it can even be maybe where you're focusing, like you're fixated on building a happy family. Wow, flexibility in the Ace of Pentacles. It's about being flexible. Two of Pentacles, let's get a clarifier. Look at that, Four of Cups clarifies that Two of Pentacles, and let's get one for this Ace of Pentacles. The Chariot, the Ten of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. Wow, okay. You know, I do feel for some of you that this is about, okay, so this happy family and this thinking man, for some of you, this is going to be the energy in which you're wanting to build a family. You know, you're wanting to go forward. For others of you, I can almost sense like this is the energy of where you're like, okay, this is what a happy family has to look like. This is what it needs to be. And that's why this Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles came out, because it's like, no. Like anybody who has family, anybody who has kids, probably, you know, knows it's, if you're like, oh, this is how it has to be, it's not going to go that way. Okay, it's not. This is about learning to be flexible. Okay, learning to be flexible, learning to open yourselves up to the Ace of Pentacles here, to the tangible new beginnings. Now, the Four of Cups clarified this Two of Pentacles, because this Four of Cups energy is about looking at cups that are spilt. And sometimes I think we get stuck looking at cups that got spilt, thinking, oh, you know, my cups have all been spilt. Nothing that I want is for me. Blah 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 blah. But here is this other cup, the fourth cup, and this is the cup that Spirit is offering. This is the cup of opportunity. And you know, if we are so hung up and we're so fixated on how things have to be, we get focused like this girl, where we're not paying attention to the blessings that are that have come to us, right? And it is about being flexible. It is about being open, allowing our spirituality and our practicality, to find daily balance within each other. Now, this Ace of Pentacles was clarified by the Chariot, the Ten of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles, because this Ace of Pentacles is new opportunities. You know, this is about taking the Chariot, taking the reins of the Chariot. The Ten of Wands is about letting some things go, okay? And that's burdens, that's cycles coming to an end. Now, remember, that doesn't mean that you have to be walking away from something. It doesn't mean that you have to be walking away from a relationship or from your family, but it does mean that some sort of burdens, some sort of baggage, again, probably has to do with that structure, right? That you've been holding on to, that needs to go. You need to finish that out, you know, and this Page of Pentacles behind it. Here again, new pages. And there's all these pages that are showing up because you're beginning a new cycle here. You've got the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands, the Page of Pentacles. You know, you are in this energy of new beginning. You're in this energy of beginning this new person, whether it's because for some of you, maybe you've just, maybe you've become a parent, maybe you're starting your family as your own time. So here you are in this cycle of new beginnings, a cycle of new family beginnings. It's about releasing the burdens of the past so that you can go forward here and steer the Chariot in the direction in which you want to go. So your Ace of Pentacles reflects the authentic journey, the authentic story in which you want to tell. Wow, interesting. All right, let's pull a Moonology card here too for the inner truth of what you need. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. And for the outer actions here, be bold and make the first move. Yeah, because that Chariot, right? Like if you want that Ace of Pentacles, if you want this new beginning, that Chariot is saying, okay, then steer your Chariot in that direction. You got to let some things go, okay? If you want this Ace of Pentacles, you got to let some things go, but then you got to steer your Chariot in the direction of that movement, okay? If you want that Ace of Pentacles, then you got to steer that Chariot. You got to let things go. You got to steer your Chariot in the beginning, in the direction of beginning new. All right, let's look at these financial constraints, because this is the truth of your inner feelings here, or the inner truth of your feelings and financial constraints. And that leaves, you know, anybody who's been in relationships that have gone through any sort of financial kind of constraint understands that the stress that that financial constraint puts on a relationship can be very intense. It can be very draining, okay? Wow, we got the Hierophant, the Sun, the Magician, the Eight of Cups. It's about finding this inner peace. That Hierophant is about connecting here to a faith. Connecting here even, yeah, connecting to the light. And you got the Sun after that. I kind of feel like that's almost that connection of like that faith and like, okay, what you want can be. It's that faith in that kind of happiness. The Eight of Cups, you do got to walk away from something here. There's some sort of emotional burden that you're holding on to. And in order to go forward here, in order to embrace your magician power, you have to release the pain of the past here. The Hierophant gets the Four of Wands, the World, the Four of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. Yeah, see, you know, this is about coming to the end of the cycles. With the World here, you've got the Four of Pentacles, which is acknowledging your own worth, okay? Being solid in your worth. The Five of Swords, though, behind this, see, you're still sabotaging yourself, okay? That's the part that bugs me. You're still sabotaging yourself a little bit here. Okay, Capricorn, you've done this work, you've done the healings, you've completed the cycles, you have found your own worth, and yet here you are with still some sort of sabotaging negative energy. And I feel like you're the one telling yourself that this happy ever after, I don't know, isn't for you, isn't the way that you thought it was going to be. I don't really know what that is. I don't know what that energy looks like. I don't know why you're sabotaging your happiness. Why are you doing that? You've come from the cycles. You found your worthiness. And if you haven't quite yet found that worthiness, that's what you're working on. And that's what you really need to hold yourself accountable to. Why are you sabotaging that you are worthy of happiness? Why are you sabotaging that you are worthy of this happy ever after? Why are you sabotaging your fulfillment? Don't do that. Have faith. Have faith, have faith. You know you're worthy of this. That's what the whole cycle for you to, you know, do all this work. Look, the Sun Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, Six of Cups. Oh my goodness. This is about happiness, happiness, and more happiness. This is all emotions. Capricorn, are you guys feeling emotional these days? You could be. You could be, especially if you're trying to sabotage your happiness. The Sun, the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Six of Cups. Your true feelings here is you are after some emotional fulfillment. You're after a whole lot of emotions here. You know, here's your blessings of cups. Here's your happily family. And then here's your mirroring energy. Here's your happy relationships. Like, you guys got so much love. I feel that you're really in love with where you're at. It's opening yourself up to that happiness. It's feeling that kind of joy. It's opening yourself up to that place. You know, in the Six of Cups energy, this is about mirroring energy. This is about reflection. Eight of Cups, clarify that Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups gets the Eight of Wands and the Magician. Gets the Seven of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Here's your divine feminine energy, Capricorn. This Magician is about choosing the cups again that are going to serve you. Choosing what makes you happy. Choosing what makes you feel your inner power. Okay, choosing what allows you to even, you see, because this Magician energy, this is our inner power, this is our inner strength, and this is something that is all within us. And oftentimes, you know, it takes the lessons of life to actually open us up to that power that has always been within us. And here we've got the Seven of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles energy is where you know the direction in which you want to walk. This very nurturing energy. Again, for those, I'm just going to put this out there, but for those of you who really don't want babies, you really need to watch yourself, okay? Be protective, because there's a lot of family cards here. There's a lot of growth. There really is. Maybe for some of you, some of this financial constraint is even where you're like, oh, how do we continue on with the family? How do we grow our family bigger? You know, finances are too tight. And let's just be honest, if you were to add finances into making a family or planning for a family, not very many of us would have families. I wouldn't. All right, here we have the outward attitude, Angel of Love. I feel like there's a shift within inside you, Capricorn. I feel like you feel in the loves these days. Yeah, there's a new beginning. I get, you're wanting to release this resistance here. You know, this Hanged Man energy is about wanting to drop the act, wanting to release yourself from the resistance, to open yourself up to this new beginning, to this new opportunity, right? You're wanting to open yourself up here to love. Get a clarifier for that Ace of Wands. Yep, new beginning, the Fool. Wow, taking the leap of faith. Where are you going, Capricorn? What are you starting? What are you wanting to take this leap of faith in? Where are you wanting to find this deep emotional fulfillment? Because don't be afraid of it. I think you should just take it. Look at this. The inner truth to be revealed. The future inner truth to be revealed is the Angel of Strength. And this is where you just have the strength and the courage to go after it. It can be where you're really, the Nine of Swords came out, and that's the energy of feeling anxious, maybe unsure in which direction you want to go, okay? Especially like this Angel of Strength, like this is about being brave, having faith, listening to your heart, okay? Nine of Swords. For some of you, maybe there's this feeling of anxiety. Maybe you're in this place of not knowing, okay? And it's not even like I feel like you do know. I feel like it's just like you know what you need to do. And it's that Nine of Swords energy is you kind of like battling back and forth, but can I do it? You see, and then we have the King of Cups, we have the Six of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Swords, and we have the King of Pentacles. You know, and these kings here, these are about your divine masculine energies. And this is about going forward, making action steps, you know. The King of Cups is somebody who's making action steps that are directly related to his emotions. He's not going to make any sort of action step that his soul doesn't feel confident in making. Okay, he's certainly not going to just like this King of Cups energy is very deep. Okay, it's somebody who listens, very, very intuitive, very connected. Okay, to their emotions, to their spirituality. Six of Pentacles, you see, that's the energy that he's putting out there. And that's another thing, right? Like if we are putting out the energy of fear, we will get the things we fear back. But if we put out the energy of strength, if we put out the energy of bravery, if we put out the energy of our actions are going to reflect what our soul is calling us to do, we will therefore receive blessings. We will receive that higher level of vibration, that higher level of energy. You see, this Queen of Swords, she's crystal clear on that. Okay, the Queen of Swords energy is very much about, again, it's very intuitive because it's that divine feminine. So it's that inner knowing, it's that inner guidance, but this is higher thinking. Okay, this Queen of Swords, she is very highly intuitive. Okay, she's thinking, she's already thought like long and hard about the direction in which this is going to go. She's thought out all different angles here, you know, and that's why this King of Pentacles can therefore show up and make the moves, make the tangible changes, because that Queen of Swords has already, that divine feminine energy has already gotten crystal clear on the direction in which she's walking, you know, because this Nine of Swords energy isn't where you're meant to stay, Capricorn. This is the energy of feeling anxious. This is the energy of not being able to sleep, being afraid, fearing what is to come. And that's not what's happening here. The masculine side within you knows the direction which your soul is calling it. Your intuition is clear. It's guiding you. So then again, allow those action steps of this King of Pentacles to reflect directly back towards what it is that you want to manifest, the direction in which you want to go. See what I'm saying there? Let's get a clarifier for that Nine of Wands or that Nine of Swords energy. Yeah, liberate yourself. The Six of Wands, liberate yourself, okay? Yeah, the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Swords. Why do I keep calling it the Nine of Wands? The Nine of Swords energy here is, as I said, this is you being anxious, unable to even maybe sleep, you know, worried. And you just keep allowing those negativities. That self-sabotaging Five of Swords, that self-sabotaging shit that you kept putting back in here, that's what this energy is. And you're liberating yourself from that. You know, what I can hear is like, you telling me again and again, Capricorn, that, oh, I know that. Oh, I know that. I know that about myself. And then this is being like, okay, so liberate yourself from that. You know that you're the reason that you're being stuck and held within your own traps, within your own chains. So liberate yourself then. Angel of Strength, liberate yourself. Because we have the power to do so. That's not being, you know, that's not being cocky as I say that. No, it is about liberating yourself. You've put a lot of work into your own growth, Capricorn. Okay, the inner truth here about your feelings. Your commitment is being tested. And that's not, again, that's not because the universe tests us. That's because if we're going to break cycles, then when that cycle comes back around, our commitment is being tested, because in order to break that cycle, we have to change the pattern. That's what's testing us. It's the cycles. It's the way that life happens. It's not the universe going out to find our weaknesses or to see if we're going to fail. No. Our commitment is tested because in order to break cycles within our lives, we therefore have to be solid and make the change to go in a new direction. Outer attitude here. Can you get a clarifier here for this outer attitude? Your loved ones, you and your loved ones are safe. That's a big one. That's a big one. You know, and that kind of goes back to this wise one here, right? Like grow within your current situation. And I don't feel, Capricorn, that anything's coming apart here. I don't even feel like relationships are coming apart here, but I feel like whatever's happening, the structure within that relationship is changing dramatically. All right, future truth. Let's get a couple moon cards here for the truth, the inner truth of the future being revealed. We have you're very close to achieving your goal. The end of a tough cycle approaches, which is the full moon in Capricorn. There's your full moon energy. And one more. Don't let your past hold you back. Isn't that interesting? Don't let your past hold you back, Capricorn. You are very close to achieving your goal. The end of tough cycles approach. And don't let your past hold you back. Confidence is your key to success. Okay, guys? Wow, Capricorns, what a beautiful reading. I am blown away. If you enjoyed this reading, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. That helps get the video circulated. Oh, let those old structures go, guys. You're ready to embrace this new. I feel it. All right. Until next time, Capricorns, take great care of your soul. Bye now.